From a customer value perspective, the curve looks like this in the beginning. As uncertainty is reduced, we gradually focus more and more on customer value. We know what we're going to build and how, so just do it. And by doing the highest value stories first, we get this nice steep value curve. And then gradually the value curve starts flattening out. We've built the most important stuff, and now we're just adding the bonus features, the toppings on the ice cream. This is a nice place to be because at any point, Pat and the team may decide to trim the tail, to cut right here, and move on to another more important project. Or maybe start on a whole new feature area within the same product. That is business agility.
Welcome back to another episode of Message and Call. Today we're going to talk about business agilities. It all started with me listening to the podcast Deliver It podcast by Corey Bryan in one of his episodes where he talk and have a conversation with Bob Gillen about what is business agility.
It's been something that has been coming up a lot lately on Twitter and LinkedIn, and entire organizations have been created around this notion, this concept of business agility. Bob, you've written about it at least 3 times over the last year on your personal blog site, which is really good articles, and we'll link to a couple of those in the show notes. But I'm still confused on business agility.
And then fast forward a couple of weeks later, there is Jem Jagal's post on LinkedIn about the Thomas Cook incident. Where would Thomas Cook be if and only if they were agile? Wow, we talk about how the internet lit up, right? His followers, people that was, watching his post, following his post, are commenting about, well, here we go again. We're branding everything agile. This has got nothing to do with agile. And that led Jem again to post a video.
Hey guys, it's Jem here. I was really curious to get your opinion on LinkedIn with regards to whether it's time that we stopped saying agile and instead we spoke about business agility. Now, if you've ever followed me, you'll know that I'm not a fan of rebranding agile because I believe the 4 values and the 12 principles generally do a good job of giving guidance on what it means to make a company competitive and profitable. I also know and understand that Agile was a declaration in the form of a manifesto from software developers.
So that got me thinking about what is business agilities and how I see business agilities. When I first look at it, it's just Agile. Business agility is Agile. There's nothing new to it. So why do we call it something new? And then it hit me. Christopher Curley threw a curveball at me. This is what he said.
Lose that thing that links you back to the Agile manifesto and why they chose the word Agile and what problem they were trying to solve with it. Then Agile can start meaning anything. And once Agile means anything, it means nothing.
If Agile is everything, then Agile is nothing. Wow. Now talk about dropping a mic. If Agile is everything, then Agile is nothing. So there is this notion that we need to name it something. When I first understand what business agility is, my first instinct goes towards, well, it's just Agile. Why are we coining it business agility? Why do we have to name it something else? So now we have named it. It makes it easy for us to have a conversation about it. We can agree and disagree about what business agility is all about. So it is
inevitable.
It is inevitable for Agile to evolve, to transform. If you look at it about it, think about it, Agile started in the software development world. As it progressed, as we see more things that we need to make better, we added more stuff. We added DevOps, and then we figured out that the tail end of it, the front end of it, needs some adjustment. So we added design thinking. And now, if you look at just design thinking, the Agile, and then you look at DevOps, those things by itself isn't enough. We know that we had to work with the business. We had to work in terms of how we fund teams. Decisions made by the business, decisions made by management, that has an effect on Agile teams. So we know that we have to work through those things, and we're starting to see that as we carry the Agile mindset and principles in the business side, where we're forming teams, we're thinking about people, and we're caring about how we treat people in this organization. That's the evolution of business agility. So we want to be clear about what this is, what business agility truly means. So to me, business agility Is the organization, the business, using the agile mindset in making decision? So for those that say that business agility has nothing to do with agile, I would say if you don't have agile in business agility, there is no business agility. The word agility comes from agile. So you have to have agile. And not just the word itself. I think the stem of it is you have to be doing, thinking, making decisions based on the agile mindset, agile values, and agile principles. So what does that mean? Basically, business plans. Are we doing a long-term plan? Are we fixing dates? Are we doing deadlines? Are we, doing how we hire, how we treat people? Is it command and control? Do we listen to feedback? And things like that. That's in the Agile Manifesto, the values and principles. Are the business conducting itself using the Agile mindset? And if it is, then that is what we call truly business agility. So there is no such thing as business agility without Agile. And some of us subscribe to the fact that, we don't want to call it Agile, because it's all about business agility. Guess what? Business agility. Agility means Agile, right? If you are not using the Agile mindset, not using Agile values or principles, guess what? You're not doing any business agility. You're not being agile in how you do business. So what's the point? You're back to square one. So you have to have Agile. You have to have the Agile mindset. You may not be doing software, but you probably are using the Agile mindset, the Agile values, and the Agile principles. So that's business agility. It is just like me denying the fact that I am Asian. Is that possible? No, right? All right, that's it, folks. Business agilities. Hopefully that makes sense. Bye.